Canadian government workers suggest veteran get euthanized to treat PTSD. So you sign up to fight for your country, you get fucked up, and not only do they just discard you and ignore you and refuse to even treat you like the VA often does. No, now they're flat out telling you, like, wouldn't you be better off dead? You already served your purpose to us. You already destroyed your mind and body in our place, so we don't have to. We don't need you anymore. What, did you think we were going to support you? That's the message they're sending. So any Canadians in the chat, if you were considering joining the military, this is how your own country is going to treat you when you need them. So a Canadian Armed Forces veteran with a brain injury and post-traumatic stress disorder was offered medically assisted suicide by a Veterans Affairs Canada employee while seeking treatment. The veteran, who has not been named, is said to have sought help for his brain injury and PTSD at a Veterans Affairs Canada, a government agency that offers a variety of programs for veterans, including mental health services. And now, apparently, euthanasia. So the veteran claims that an employee of the VAC casually suggested to him that the government could help him with that, and with what they call medically assisted dying. Maid. Oh my God, that's an insult to maids. Don't call it that. Yeah, during their conversation, despite the veteran not expressing any prior interest, the broadcaster in Global News reports. Yeah, you literally are just expendable to them. It's like, what? You got injured? You're not useful to us anymore. So the broadcaster, which claims multiple sources have confirmed the conversation took place, said VAC later apologized to the veteran in question after he complained to them several times about the conversation. They probably only apologized after it started getting media attention. Until then, they just tried to brush it under the rug. So VAC also released a statement in which it claimed that deeply regrets what transpired and that appropriate administrative action will be taken. All right, it's unclear how many veterans have been offered help with assisted suicide by the VAC since the laws surrounding euthanasia were liberalized by the government of blackface Hitler last year. It was initially legalized in current year -6. This is a what's the proper word for this? Like a nice paradox here. I'm actually not against euthanasia. I've watched family members die slowly and horribly to terminal cancer. Now, I'm just thinking, like, if I was in that position, I would rather just end it. Once it's obvious that there's no coming back, the situation is hopeless. Like, if the entire last 2 months of your life are just going to be you either sleeping or awake screaming in pain, I actually think it's fucking cruel and unusual punishment to keep someone alive under those circumstances. But the problem comes in when once something like euthanasia is made legal, they start using it. Like, shit, like, no, this guy could live another 10 years, but he's going to cost us millions of dollars. What if we just nudge him into believing it would be best to end it all? Yeah, then compelled euthanasia. That's right. See, that's the slippery slope. Because these fuckers are going to go there. Oh, God, like Pop's idea, start crap with Mexican cartels. Yeah. I mean, at least I know now, like, if I was ever given that diagnosis, like that I'm going to die of cancer, I'm going to go and do all that deep sea exploring I've always wanted to do. Just don't wait for me to come back, though. By March of next year, Canada will begin to allow those with various mental conditions to be eligible for euthanasia, including depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and PTSD. Oh, depression and PTSD. Now, schizophrenia, I guess it depends on how far gone they are, but man, like, are they at least going to put an age limit on this? The country will become one of the few countries, such as the Netherlands, that allow medically assisted suicide for people whose only condition is a mental disorder, rather than those who suffer from incurable physical illnesses, disease, or disabilities. Dr. Grianne Nielsen, a former president of the Canadian Psychiatric Association and a forensic psychiatrist, commented in April these changes set for next year, saying, "My hope is that the psychiatrists will move cautiously and carefully and make sure MAID is not used as something instead of equitable access to good care." No, dude. You guys, the reason this is inevitable is because you have socialized health care. You got to cut costs somehow. So, yeah, we don't want to pay you millions of dollars to treat you. So we're just going to convince you to Minecraft yourself. According to statistics from Health Canada, number of assisted Minecrafting surged since the legislation in current year -6, when 1,018 cases were reported. Last year, there were 10,064. Now, could we get a breakdown as to what they were for?